9 things you should know about a man's mind before you can love him. Why do men need space in their romantic relationships? Why do they become distant after sex or withdraw when they fall in love? For women who date guys, the male brain can be a complete mystery at times. If you're having difficulty understanding males in relationships, let's talk. To be honest, we are quite different creatures in many aspects. The good news is that when men and women learn to appreciate their differences, they may become wonderful complements to one another and thrive in a relationship. If you want to see a guy grow and evolve in a relationship, here are some important guidelines to help you comprehend male psychology. 1. Some men fear commitment and intimacy. Some people sense fear when they fall in love since being so vulnerable is terrifying. When you fall in love, you run the risk of getting hurt. Some people automatically avoid serious relationships because they are afraid of heartbreak. Again, it is simpler to choose to leave yourself than to suffer through a probable rejection. This is a prevalent habit in those who have an avoidant attachment style. Your attachment style is your manner of acting in relationships, and it is molded by your early interactions with your first caregivers. The 3 main adult attachment styles are: own, secure attachment. These people can easily love and be loved by others. 2. Anxious attachment. These people need a lot of attention and validation to feel love. 3. Avoidant attachment. These people need a lot of space and can feel suffocated in relationships. According to some studies, men are more prone to adopt an avoidant attachment style than women, possibly as a result of the distinctions between how boys and girls are raised. In general, I don't believe men are frightened of commitment, but one might counter that since commitment and intimacy require vulnerability, and since being a man can be linked with not being vulnerable, certain men can exhibit or feel fear or resistance to commitment. 2. Men don't know what women want. But here's the thing. Unless someone explicitly tells them, nobody knows what anyone wants. Men are not mind readers, just like everyone else. How can you expect someone to know what you want if you don't tell them? Talk to your partner if you believe that he fails to cater to your needs or the things you desire from a relationship. He could not be aware of your expectations or desires, in which case, talking to him about them could make all the difference. Never count on him to just know. 3. Attraction. Men are drawn to things over which they have little control or predictability. They are obsessed with women who flirt, pay them attention, and then don't feel the need to communicate the next day. Neediness and desperation are maybe the most powerful attraction killers for a man. Remember that guys fall in love in your absence, while you fall in love in their presence. Allow him to miss you, and then make the time you spend together enjoyable and high quality. 4. Men strive to provide and protect. Even in our modern environment, men's brains are hardwired to protect their tribe against dangers. If you are a strong, independent woman, you may wish to reject a man's urge to protect you, knowing that you can manage anything on your own. However, it is critical to understand that when a guy protects you, it does not imply that he believes you are incapable or weak. It simply implies that he is acting on his most basic biological impulses and regards you as precious and deserving of protection. So ladies, I challenge you. Allow your partner to be protective if he wants to keep you safe. 5. Maturity and positivity. Men admire elegance and the capacity to make women happy. When women pout, pressure, or complain, it turns them off. This is what youngsters do to get their way or to express their feelings of hurt or insecurity. Emotionally healthy women recognize and appreciate their own emotions rather than using them to complain or play the victim. When interacting with a man, try to maintain a good emotional atmosphere. Men appreciate women who are upbeat and enthusiastic. This sort of energy drives him to want to connect with her, and he craves more and more of her time. 6. Men are problem solvers. Have you ever been upset when trying to complain about anything that happened during the day and your man keeps trying to solve your problem? Women prefer to vent and analyze their emotions rather than seek a solution. Men enjoy problem solving. If you want to tap into a man in his masculine energy, ask him to fix something for you, even though you're perfectly capable of doing it yourself. Or if you simply need to vent about anything that happened, let him know. Make it clear that you don't need him to solve anything for you. Understanding the difference between men and women and developing the skills to talk about it may help a relationship go a long way. 7. Men aren't encouraged to express their feelings. It's not true that men don't talk about their emotions. We all have stereotypes like that, and sadly, they sometimes come true. As a therapist, I constantly talk to men about their feelings. Nevertheless, many of the men I've worked with express feeling pressured or socialized to refrain from talking about sorrow, emotional pain, difficult relationships, or other difficult feelings, vulnerability, and other emotions they have internalized as weak. Be kind and supportive to a man who finds it difficult to express his feelings while you're with him. Ask him broad questions, and when he responds, be grateful even if you find his feelings difficult to understand. When he does express his feelings, encourage him so that he feels he is safe with you. Communication is key in a relationship. Therefore, if you and your partner have trouble talking about your feelings, you should concentrate on improving this. 8. Men crave freedom and release. Emptiness, release, and freedom are all satisfying feelings for a man. He wants to connect with the world, but he also wants to be free of its limits and stresses. Women, on the other hand, crave fulfillment and connection. This is not to say that men do not want relationships. What it does mean is that he needs to retreat and withdraw from time to time in order to redirect his energies. If you see a man doing this, step back and allow him room to detach. If he returns, he'll just be a healthy, regular man. That doesn't imply he's abandoning you. Remember that he needs to feel free, while you need closeness. Two contradictory needs can lead to a lot of misunderstanding unless you can discern the differences. He's only recharging his energy. Allowing a man to retreat and then reconnect is critical. 9. Men thrive on feminine energy. Now listen up, powerful, independent woman. This isn't sexism. This is about male and feminine energy and the necessity for balance in a two-person relationship. Women have grown wonderfully, astoundingly self-sufficient, free, and strong since the women's liberation movement. It is not about giving up your uniqueness or equality. Men flourish in their male energy because it allows them to defend, supply, fix, and save. If you don't let them rise because you're too busy building big and powerful barriers, they feel emasculated and impotent, and you don't feel secure expressing your genuine feminine energy. Allow them to be men, and your feminine power will flourish. Well, here you have it. 9 things you should know about a man's mind before you can love him. If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.